Once upon a time there was a tree who was not like the other trees. Instead of staying one place, he moved around. The other trees were a little bit suspicious of this, and they asked him, "Why don't you stop and put down your roots somewhere?" But he said, "I don't have roots. See?" And he lifted up one foot, and then he lifted up the other foot. And all of the trees around him gasped. And then they screamed, and they leaned away from him, but they couldn't get away from him. So they just looked very uncomfortable, and he left because he knew that he was making them uncomfortable. From that point on, many of the trees were afraid of him. They thought that he might be a spy for the animal kingdom, trying to find out their tree secrets. They wouldn't talk to him very much, and it made them uncomfortable when he was around, which was very unkind of them, and made him very lonely and sad. After a few years of this, the trees on the south side of the forest began to get itchy and uncomfortable under their bark. They didn't know what was going on, and they didn't know how to stop it. They also didn't know that the trees on the north side of the forest had this problem, but they had found out a way to get rid of it. The walking tree did know, because he wandered all over the forest and he knew everything that was happening in the forest. So he told the trees on the south side of the forest that the problem was caused by bugs underneath their bark, and that if they let the woodpeckers peck at their bark, the woodpeckers would eat the bugs, and they wouldn't itch anymore. Most of the trees were too suspicious of the walking tree to try his suggestion, but a few of them did try it, and it worked. They told the other ones that it worked, and very soon all of the trees on the south side of the forest were free of their itchiness. They thanked the walking tree a little uncomfortably, and then they thought about their behavior towards him in the last few years, and that made them even more uncomfortable. So they decided that they should apologize, and they did. And then the walking tree became a tree messenger. He would walk all around the forest and deliver messages between the trees. He was very happy with his new job, and none of the trees ever thought he was a spy again. The end.